A fantastic day to everyone here. A fantastic day to Professor David. I hope you are all in a healthy state of environment. We are the sixth group, and we are happy to share our own webpage creation, in which we will be discussing how we came up with the webpage and what platform and apps we used to implement the codings from our ideas to manifest the very webpage itself. We are tasked to create a webpage based from a business, and we are glad to share knowledge and information with you regarding the matter. So please lend us your ears. First and foremost, let me introduce the members of the group. We have Miss Evangelista, Miss Mendoza, Miss Rekiha, and Miss Pelias. The one speaking right in front of you is Mr. Marquez. Now, to explain a background of what business our webpage focused upon, may I please call Miss Pelias to take the lead.
Thank you so much, Mr. Marquez. And now let's talk about Gift Corner. Gift Corner is a shop that provides you with treats and sweets that can be shared with your loved ones, as well as the people close to you. This line of business was established in 2019 by Ms. Aldera Claire P. Pelias and Ms. Maeve Kaya Saez, whose hobbies include creating arts and crafts that fit well with establishing a shop made for a business to produce such as sweet and treats. The business started out as a momshi's arts and craft until they discovered that their business is growing and decided to change their brand name into Gift Corner on August 2020. The shop sells a variety of handcrafted gifts such as explosion boxes, paper flowers, bouquet, and etc. Gift Corner main product is to customize bouquet such as money bouquet, chocolate bouquet, vape juice bouquet, and many more. The business top priority is to provide creativeness, uniqueness, and quality in every product that is produced and made. Gift Corner also has a sponsorship with University of Makati and Adamson University. The name of the event is Junior Philippine Institute of Accountants and Digitech, Transition to Digitech Agriculture. So one of the owner of Gift Corner is my older sister, Aldra Claire P. Pelias. Just like what I've said, is just like what I've mentioned earlier, that they come up with the idea of making their passion into business. Because according to them, if you love what you are doing, it feels like more fun while earning money. Aside from that, you will be able to create and learn more things about the business you are interested in. The craft and design that they're making are purely handmade, and surely it is very affordable. Also, they have their own Facebook page where you can easily find and contact them so you can accommodate their service, and surely they will make you a perfect gift for your loved someone. And for the next topic, may I call on Jonah to present.
Thank you, Ms. Pelias. And now, let's proceed to the discussion of the main page of the website. As you can see, the main page includes the logo of the business on the top of the navigator bar, and the bottom part of the navigation bar is the overall image of the business Gift Corner itself. As we scroll down, we can see the horizontal line that separates the sub-pages according to the information given. The first sub-page includes the info about Gift Corner, which was already established by Ms. Pelias. The second page involves the recommended bestseller of the business. The second sub-page involves the recommended bestseller of the business. We put these recommendations on our site so the visitor of the web page will know what are the most popular or the most in-demand product in the business. The flexibility of use and the availability of additional and relevant options improve the user's experience. which increases customer engagement and brand loyalty. Moreover, personalized product recommendations are more likely to result in impulse purchases as well as higher average order value. Now let's proceed to reviews of satisfied customers. As you can see in our web page, we indicate the faces of the customers. You can see their smile you can see their smiles in their faces. You can also see the different type of designs and product that were made by the owner of the gift corner. The reviews can be seen in the online Facebook page, so you can check and read before you try to accommodate with them. The owners of the business make sure that the thoughts of the customers are visible in public because we all know that reviews are important so we can know if the service is good. Now to the end of the main page, we put an image of the logo of the gift corner to persuade the visitors of the site to visit the shop. The two social medias the two, the two social media side embedded below the logo are the Facebook and Instagram. If you click the Facebook logo below, it will redirect you to the Facebook page of the gift corner. Clicking on the Instagram logo will do the same and will lead you to the business Instagram page. Now that I have discussed the main page of the business, let me call on Mr. Kiha to further explain the other pages of the navigation bar. Please take it away.
Now let's proceed in navigation bar. As you can see in the navigation bar, if you wish to know about our main web page, you just have to click the first button in the navigation bar, which is the home web page button. While if you would like to know about the developers, you can see about the developers button in the navigation bar. In the first drop down button, which involves the owners, you can see information about the owners of Gift Corner. And the second drop-down button involves the web page developers that includes the members of the group. And lastly, if you wish to contact the business and if you like to book a reservation, you can see the Contact Us button to be informed about the following details. The navigation bar is where you can easily click the desired buttons and it will lead you there. Now that we had explored about the web page and the owner's information, let's now proceed in our very own web page. How did we make it? As you can see, we made this web page very simple yet informative. As all the information that we gathered that it is important to know, we made the actual web page based in our knowledge about the past lesson Introduction in Computing. About the coding procedure, the coding in the past activities that we did. It is very useful and informative. It gives us comprehension to start our own web page. We did it part by part, introduction, body, and conclusion. We decided to create simple designs and we make sure that the documentation photos are be able to indicate so we can share it with you. You can also read many descriptions. It will enlighten you about the gift corner. And for the next part, which is the coding procedure, I would like to call Mr. Marquez. Please take it away.
Thank you, Ms. Rekiha. And now, we proceed to the question, how did this web page came into fruition? Well, it's all because the thanks of our professor in this subject, which is Professor David, for providing us with such knowledge and topics in coding. In terms of what apps and platforms we used, we only used the HTML notepad in coding because we don't have much knowledge about the apps of CSS such as Bracket or Visual Studio Code. And now, firstly, we proceed to the images of the website. So, may I see the notepad? As we can see from the images, we can notice that they are not mostly file names, but they are mostly links because it is easier to navigate image links than to put and download images from the web and put it in the same folder. So we generate uh, we generate the image into a link so that we can put them as a substitute for the downloaded image. And now we proceed to the navigation bar. May I scroll down? We can see that in the scroll up on the can we scroll up on the notepad? So we can see that the home, the about the developers, the contact us, the buttons of the navigation bar can be seen on the right side because if we can see here on the float, we set it in the right side. Here, float right. And now, as to where the HTML files redirect, we can see here from the codes that may you please scroll down on the notepad. There. Through the code of hyperlink, which is ahref is equal to two apostrophes and the file name of the HTML file, we can redirect the buttons of the navigation bar to its respective file from which the file name is based upon. Like for example, in here, the contact us can be redirected to the gift corner dash underscore contact info.html and so forth and so forth. As for the about the developer, which includes two sub buttons, we include two drop down content codes that will enable us to hover down the about the developers two sub pages. And lastly is the home page button that is the same as the contact us button, that if you click upon the home button, it will redirect you to its main page. Okay, and now we move forward to the horizontal lines that you may see on the bottom part of that image. If we scroll down to the web page, you may notice that there are various horizontal lines that enables us to separate the sub pages into its specific information. Ms. Rekia, please scroll down on the web page. There. As you can see, there are horizontal lines. And to ask the question, what code did we use? Well, Ms. Rekia, please move forward to the notepad. In here, we can see that the code there is bracket HR width is equal to 97% and so on is the code that we used to make a horizontal line to separate the subpages into its specific information with regards to the web page. Now that we have talked about the horizontal lines, let's talk about each of the subpages and its codes. First off, let's start about the gift corner itself and its information. Ms. Rekiha, please go to the first subpage, which is the about gift corner. There. And may you please put the notepad on the screen, because as you can see, there are three images there So we decided that we put we put the three images together in a collage and remove the background for us to align them in the center and look more formal in the eyes of the visitors. And the text here is can be seen on this code. May you please scroll upwards. There we go. Um, as you can see here from the codes, this is the codes that we used, and you may notice here in the on the text is we put the information of the gift corner. We also put a margin, which is from here. P style is equal to text align to justify, so you can see that the information is equally distributed, and the margin is left in the margin on the left is 5%, on the margin on the right is 5%, so you can see that the information on the web page is evenly distributed and indented on both of its sides. Okay, may you please scroll right on the notepad, and we can see here that on each of the end of the information we put the tag of BR to separate each of the information given. And now we proceed to the other subpage of this site, which includes the recommended bestsellers. May you please present the code, Ms. Rekiha? So much so we okay, may you scroll down on that part of the web page which involves the recommended bestsellers. Okay, there. As you can see, we only copied the codes on the upper part of the notepad to distinguish that we only use the same codes given, and we also provided the image and adjusted its width and height. We also aligned it to the center to show its formality to the visitors. And now we move forward to the penultimate subpage, which involves the reviews of satisfied customers. As you can see, we collaged and combined the 5 pictures and aligned it to the center, which also includes the reviews of the customers that got involved with Gift Corner. May we please scroll down on the webpage? We took a screenshot of those two reviews. Of the people from Facebook. So may we see the codes in the notepad? Okay, there in the upper part, may we scroll up? We can see here we use the same codes again for the title, which is the review of satisfied customers, and we use the same codes for the image source and adjust it according to its width and height. Let's proceed to the other pages here in the navigation bar. As we can see, there are 3 buttons in the navigation bar. Let's move first to the second button, which involves the about the developers. And as we can see from here, we can see 2 drop-down buttons. Let's move first to the first drop-down button, so we can meet the founders. So here are the founders and the owners of this business, and we really appreciate them that they have given us their information and their products to show us here in the webpage. So may we see the codes on how we came up with this? In order to have the same navigation bar and same out same output as the home page, we copied the first codes of the navigation bar and its logo on the upper part of the bar. As you can see here, it's the same codes. And now let's proceed to the images of the founders. May we scroll down? Yes, may we scroll down again? Mhm. So in here we use the same codes in establishing. We also combined and collaged the two images, so we cannot be we cannot be um, so it is made easy for us to adjust it into the center. So in here it's adjusted into the center to ensure formality and ensure the design of its simplicity and minimalistic approach. We can see the information of the founders and the owners of this business through an image. May we see the web page again? There, as you can see. And now, let's move forward to the web page developers. The web page developers involve the group, which is us. So we also use the same codes. May we see the codes again? We also use the same set of codes that can be needed to adjust the width and height of the images and to adjust it into the center to ensure formality and simplicity to its minimalistic approach. Okay, here are the codes. We also use the same set of codes. Okay, now may we see the web page again? Here is the result of the coding procedure that we used. Stop dyan, stop. Okay, stop tayo dyan. And now, we move forward to the last button in the navigation bar, which includes the contact information of the business of Gift Corner. So in here, we can see the details of the contact information and social media sites of the business. In here, you can contact us here via the following details and social media sites. So, we also incorporated this through an image for the task to be easier and to be aligned into the center to ensure formality and simplicity in its minimalistic approach. So may we see the codes? We also use the same set of codes here in the contact information. So may we scroll down to see the codes again? Here are the codes. We used the same set of codes and edited and substituted the width and substituted most of them and edited most of the width, the height, and most of the other attributes to ensure that we can fit it into the web page. Okay, may we see the web page again? Okay, Miss Rekiha, please go back to the home page of the website. And there we have it. The web page may be simple, it may be minimalistic, and it may be formal. But the effort the group has put it into did not go to waste. As such, we were able to create a web page that enables us to share the description and information of the business who gave us permission to do so. And in that, Now that we have tackled the overall page itself with regards to its codes, may I please call on Miss Mendoza to formally end the presentation.
Description, and our pictures. By the way, we are the Group 6 from 1A BACSM. Here are the group members: Jana Evangelista, Edlin Mendoza, Alessandra Faye Pelias, Jana Riquija, Japet Marquez. It is important to include about the webpage developers because it will give you insights about us. We also like to share some of our journey in creating webpage. We do realize that listening, putting down notes, and memorizing the codes will totally help us to create our own webpage. Gathering all the HTML codes is such a big struggle mostly if it doesn't have any idea or experience creating it. But since our professor helped us to create some of it before and discuss basic information about it, we are able to do it in our own. It is important to make your own webpage very clear and informative. For the audience, if you want to hook their attention, you can create some elegant designs in your webpage, but for us, clear and informative is enough to get the audience attention.
And there we have it. With that, we hope that everyone was able to follow and listen through our presentation. We also hope that we gave you a knowledgeable experience in HTML coding that you may be able to use in creating your own web page. Once again, we are the sixth group, and we are formally saying thank you for being here with us today. That's all for now, and goodbye.